It is the official 10-year anniversary of Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. In 2016, I made a song inspired by the film. I like to think of it as the official theme, the official music video for Interstellar. So I've re-released it. It is on all streaming platforms. As I was going through all of my files for the song and the music video, it was a bit of a time capsule. It's been a decade. We're in 2024 now. And I didn't even remember us filming this behind the scenes making of the official music video for Interstellar. My collaborator at the time, we sat together and talked about the music video. Going through these files, it gave me a bit of a natsukashi. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Obviously, this is from 2016, so since this is the film channel, I will link the original music video from my music channel so you guys can check out the official music video for Interstellar. Okay, so today on Necroflix, we're going to talk about Interstellar, which is a movie that we try to involve ourselves in kind of in an indirect way. So the movie came out in 2014 at the end of the year. I remember kind of reading about it beforehand, like in the very beginning of the year. I was just kind of waiting for it. I was like super excited.
Yeah, we were both pumped about the movie.
I read a log line, and I don't know if it was from the studio or if it was from a third party, but I read this log line and it was like a basic description of the movie. And that's kind of what I used to write that first chorus. But that's all that they gave me. So that's all I had, we had to wait until the movie came out before we knew anything else. So that's all I wrote. And then the movie came out, we went to go see it, and I was like blown away. It literally made me cry a couple times.
Both of us, we got into some sentimental feelings.
So after the movie came out, then I pretty much showed the song to Ness, and she helped me complete the rest of the lyrics, which came out super great, and I think we're both pretty proud of.
I'm pretty surprised at what I was able to do with this track.
Deciding what parts of the song, because we wrote a lot. I feel like there was a lot of things we had to cut out because some things didn't fit, and I felt like that was the hardest part.
When you first gave it to me, we had written down some generic things because we had just seen the movie.
Yeah.
And then I kind of sat on it for a while because I was working on other things, and we both decided to bring it back up like a year later or so.
Yeah.
So kind of brought in new experiences and just stuff that we've been through in life, and I was able to finish the lyrics along with some of the old lyrics that we had from before, and it worked out pretty well, and it was very emotional, and it was fun to work on it.
As far as the music video part, I like the Tesseract in the movie, like when he falls into that fifth dimension or whatever.
Oh yeah, like the bookshelf.
The bookshelf, yeah. So that's pretty much what I based the music video, like the theme off of, to an extent.
Trippy.
But I could not recreate that to, this is like our version of the Tesseract. Yeah.
But you did the best you could, though. It was it was pretty trippy. Even
during the making of the video, I was having nightmares in this apartment about this video. And I had recently seen this music video that's it's an older video, but when I was watching it recently, it reminded me of those dreams I was having. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but the Childish Gambino sweatpants video where he's in a diner and he starts at one end of the diner and he keeps on going looping.
Is it those cartoon characters that popped out, animated kind of things while he's walking down the street, or is it just?
It's him in a diner, and then so pretty much he starts off in this diner, and this is almost the way my dream was, but in his video it was there was other people, whereas in my dream I was just by myself. But he's in this diner, and he starts at one end of the diner and he goes to the exit, but when he gets to the exit he's actually in the front again, and then he repeatedly goes through the diner like that. Okay. So I basically, I think just because going in and out of the same realm.
Yeah, you would tell me your dreams sometimes and I would be like, whoa.
So this making this song and video, I think mentally struck me.
It drained you a little bit, but it was worth it once we finished the whole thing. Just watching it was like a little prize.
What else for the movie and the song, I guess, together? Because I know with when you were writing the lyrics too, I know you were taking a lot from Murph's perspective of the story, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, because I think Interstellar kind of shows it from the dad's point of view, right? What was the dad's name?
Yeah, from Cooper.
Cooper, from his point of view, and then it just shows the repercussions that it has on Murph. And so I was putting myself kind of in her place, like in the real world, that's how we are living. Like we don't have a tesseract, we don't have a dad going into space. So I put myself in her shoes, and from her perspective, the things that we have that happen to us in the world, it's kind of like little signals here and there. I feel like someone's trying to contact me sometimes. Like I feel people feel like that sometimes, so they can interact with the song and feel what I felt writing it.
Yeah.
Feel those lyrics, hopefully.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like the way it came out. And I think it's cool because like you, even though like I think this kind of happened on accident, but like I feel like the parts I was writing on, even though I hadn't seen the movie yet, I felt like in Cooper's mindset because I'm writing like this travel through space and time.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that's him out in space.
Reals,
and
man.
you're like writing her story. Like she's over here. Like I think it's just funny how that worked out. The way we kind of were writing the story.
Are you my dad?
Did you get that watch I sent you?
Oh, fuck. You sent that? That is true. You wrote your part of the lyrics, like the chorus, in his perspective, and it's kind of like we're going back and forth. But I mean, you're not singing the song, but I kind of like change up the tone when I sing the chorus, so it's kind of like two people are talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm glad it worked out like that. I feel like when we do collab, it's funny how this things fall into place.
Like a puzzle piece. Yeah.
Now for the movie, some stuff about the movie it was originally handed to Steven Spielberg because Jonathan Nolan had wrote the first idea of Interstellar. And he presented it to Steven Spielberg, but for some reason he either didn't want to do it or he was too busy to do it. So then Christopher Nolan picked it up, and him and his brother are like their own crazy puzzle pieces of their own. And they kind of just picked up the story from there. And I think I'm kind of glad that Steven Spielberg didn't not that he's not like, I don't like him or anything, but I think that Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan, like, because
they had
they're
a chance to do something with space. And
yeah.
Like Steven Spielberg has like E.T., he has
that AI movie.
AI, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he probably wanted to get away from space for a little bit. And yeah, I'm glad that they worked on it too.
I also like the AIs that they have in the movie with Keysi and Tars. Like the two robot, the Lego looking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like Tars because he's like so funny. He's like, he has like a sense of humor setting or whatever.
Yeah,
he's always
he puts it up when they tell him, like when he feels like it's necessary, and then when they tell him to shut up, he's just like, all right, do.
Yeah, I think he was cool. He was like the comic relief.
Yeah.
Like when things were getting hectic, he would kind of like come in and like tone it down a bit. Moments that were visually appealing to me when they first come up on the black hole and you can actually see, well, not the black hole, but the wormhole. And you can see the other side of the universe through
when
it.
she starts reaching out.
And like before that, like right as they're entering it, and you can see the other side of the universe from it. Because you know how he like explains it? There's like a piece of paper and there's two holes and then you fold them together or whatever and then you get that wormhole or whatever. Yeah. It's almost as if it was, you can see the fold where like on this side, this is where the universe is at, the other side of the universe. And then on this side, right before they enter it, you can see like the other side of the universe from it. And I didn't really notice that until I had watched it over again recently. But
I need to watch it again.
Yeah, it was that part visually was striking to me. Just every time they had the wormhole, and then when he fell into that fifth dimension.
I liked how they made the world that Murph is in at the end, like when she's an older woman, how it's just like
their ship or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a big. The land is up above and below too, and it's just crazy how they made that one look kind of like Inception too. Yeah, how the world is just like flipped or twisted or like a different kind of concept of what the world would look like. Yeah.
Hopefully so far from what we've talked about, if you hadn't seen the movie or if you didn't like it before, hopefully this like reintroduces you and reopens your interest to the movie. And I hope the song also that we spent a lot of time on, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm glad that we put the song out in the video, which you guys will see. I'll link the video in the description so you can go and check that out. But I hope the song also is pleasing to you guys as well, and that you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Yeah, let us know what you think if you can, and share the song with your friends, and just try to feel with it emotionally and enjoy.
It's crazy. how you can go back in time and find little nuggets of your life that you completely forgot about. And 10 years from now, or on the 25th anniversary, hopefully we can come back to this. And I hope that Interstellar is just, I hope that my music video for Interstellar becomes unofficial lore for the film itself. I hope it's something that people can appreciate, because we put a lot of time into it, and I am very happy with how it came out. And so I hope it can stand the test of time, or at least I hope there's some people can appreciate it. I hope there's people who are internet historians that come across it and appreciate it for the fan art that it is. But that's it for me here, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Follow us on Twitter at ghettoplex_mp4, on Instagram at ghettoplex.mp4, and on YouTube at Ghettoplex. And links to my music, the music video, will also be in the description below. Peace.